I'm going to have lunch soon. You say when, Noel?
About to start the second quarter here of the AFL Bowen Colts Division 3 Corio Bay Health Group Cup Grand Final, and it's Queenscliff and North Geelong locked away at 6 points apiece. It's North Geelong 1 straight, Queenscliff 6 behinds. Tom King alongside Brian Coughlin and Richard Grubby-Cations bringing you the call of this game to start GDFL Grand Final Day 2016. Whitley to go at it in the middle against Govis, and it's Whitley winning the tap down. Ball on the bounce, knocked away by Widdowson. He couldn't take it cleanly, but it is now taken by Lupino. Trying to get it back to Butler, who's wrapped up in a tackle by Brokenshire, rather it was earlier, not Widdowson. And we will get a ball up. Gentlemen, what did we make of the first quarter? Brian, it was probably a sense of lost opportunity for Queenscliff.
Oh, definitely. Queenscliff had plenty of opportunity to post a good score, but their kicking was not the best.
Schwennerson, that's Tom with the footy in the long sleeve. Sends it on his left boot now to full centre half forward. Looking down there for Bolgic. Candler rather, couldn't mark, but found it on the ground and snapped a kick towards half forward. The net was there, couldn't mark. Brokenshire, the captain, stepped inside one with a bit of class and then a kick over the top, but missed the target when he going in looking for Tate. And there's going to be a free kick, is there? It's going to go to Queenscliff. Might be a holding the ball decision, is it? The bit of confusion reigning out there at the moment.
I don't even think he knows what he paid it for.
And it is going to be a free kick, and it's going to go to the Cooters. So Queenscliff with the footy, holding up well down back. Called to play on now, undecided as he went to kick was Patrick Rush. Sent it to the outer wing, no mark taken. Little handball fired forward, but Schwennerson was standing in the way. Cuts through traffic nicely and sends it back from whence it came. Push out the back, surely there's going to be a free kick paid there against Jordan Hargraves.
Jack Hill, the blind miner, would have seen that one, Brian.
He would, Grub. Great man, Jack Hill, too, back in the day.
Free kick to Queenscliff. Coming up but not marking was Tom Saunders, and North Geelong will go back inside forward 50. Front of the pack, Candler. Heard a whistle, but no free kick. Ball out of the pack, rolling towards goal. That might have come there from Manette, and it's behind. And now, for the first time, North Geelong take the lead by a point. It's 1-1-7 North Geelong. Queenscliff 6 behinds. There's a mark from the kick in is taken by Whitley. Whitley wants to quickly go on with it. Brings it towards the near side wing, looking for a marking option. It's knocked away from Stevens. Butler front of the pack, tracking it to the boundary line. And for company, he's taken out there by Ethan Tate. And it's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Has he been taken high?
High tackle. Yep.
Well, Tate didn't need to do that. Ball was going out of bounds. Butler had it covered. So the league medalist brings a kick towards the logo on the near side. Knocked away from Whitley by Brokenshire. Ball on the deck, trying to take it towards the boundary line and happy to see it out is Travis Green. And we'll get a boundary throw-in. So true centre wing here at the Gordon Tafe Oval, St Albans Reserve. AFL Bowen Colts Division 3 Grand Final. North Geelong 1-1-7, leading Queenscliff 6. Boundary throw-in. Whitley winning the tap down. The roving though Brokenshire. Just a fit of the fumbles at the wrong time. Socket off the ground by Wilson. Haven't called him much yet. Oh, taken high. That should be a free kick, and it has been paid. Non-controlling umpire has seen it and done well to come in. And see, that was a free kick for Queenscliff. Kick inside 50 came from Saunders. Just lobbed it up. Little nudge. Wasn't too bad by Jacob Backer. Has he been pinged for a push?
Pinged. I think the umpire might be wrong there. I thought he did it with his elbows. You're allowed to do that.
So the free kick to Demonji. Gave it off by hand, and North Geelong will clear now looking for a mark. And Schwennerson calls out Govis and says, I'll take it.
Well called.
Schwennerson, that's Tom, wants to send that 45-degree kick into the middle of the ground. It's a risky kick. Coming up and attacking it hard is Minute. Can he get his hands on the footy? Did okay, but the handball had a little bit too much on it. Wilson dumped as he kicked, but got it to bounce towards half forward. Numbers there for North Geelong, though. One of those is Dean, who'll clear. Sends a kick towards half forward, but the mark landing on the chest comfortably. That was Ridgway back there with the footy. In fact, it's Caddy. Goes wide, and they look to attack McNearney. He's gone wide, looking for Blundy Jones. There's going to be a mark paid or a hold. Either way, it's a free kick to, well, the footy's with Queenscliff, and it's Jesse Blundy Jones. Blundy Jones now on the left. That awkward kicking style. Back with the flight, no mark taken by Stevens. They'll clean up here the North Geelong defence. Davis, long ball, over the back, trying to attack it is Berthistle. Then socket off the ground, that was Candler. Smart play, trying to put it into the path of Tate. Overrunning the footy, North Geelong, and the numbers are back there for Queenscliff. The handball, though, there was an errant boot there, and it's going to be kicking in danger. Patrick Rush was seeing a flying North Geelong boot come towards him. Kept his head over the footy and then quickly on with it to centre half back, and the mark taken by Caddy. Caddy will go short, and here's Butler seeing a lot of the footy. This is why he was a league medalist. He's all-class Ray Butler, the co-captain, brings it towards this near side wing, looking for a marking option. Not unable to mark, but just knocking it to his own advantage with smart play by Fraser Richards. He'll run onto the footy, but he hacked the kick inside 50. Rolling ball through the legs of Stevens. Demonji attacked it hard. Broken Shire head over the footy. Handball out of the pack. Tried to get it towards Widdowson. Couldn't take it cleanly, but then eventually found it and then banged it on the boot to just say, get me out of here. But Blundy Jones back with the flight takes the mark. Blundy Jones, once again, Queenscliff attacking, but no result. Inside 50, back with the flight. Back it couldn't mark. Demonji off the front of the pack. Just a quick kick onto the boot. Bouncing ball, attacked by Blundy Jones. Good tackle was laid there by Brandon O'Toole. No free kick paid. Inside 50 go Queenscliff again, and coming up and marking on the juggle and taking it for Queenscliff. That's Ned Stevens, and he'll go back and have a shot, hopefully on Queenscliff's first grubby.
Well, I tell you what, they've had a pretty bad directional movement up the other end of the ground. Let's see how they go up this end of the ground.
Leading goal kicker for the season for the Cooters, Stevens, from just inside 50. Did get very close to the man on the mark, but is a wonderful finish. That'll get the Cooters up and about. Stevens with the goal, kicks his first, and the margin is 5 to the good of the red, white and blue. They're 1-6-12, North Geelong 1-1-7. We've gone 6 minutes second quarter. The Want a Coffee scoreboard, Brian Coughlin. Nice finish from young Stevens.
It was too. Ned Stevens, he's a very good player. I saw him at Belmont on a Sunday there this year, and he kicked a couple of goals and set up about 3 more, so he can play.
So Stevens with the first goal for Queenscliff 6 minutes into the second quarter of this AFL Barwon Colts Division 3 grand final. Back in the middle, Govison, Whitley, no clear winner of the ruck contest. Govers had another go. Broken Shire up by hand to Tom Schwennerson. Swings onto his left boot, sends it inside forward 50. Defensive fist came there from Connor McNearney. And then the shot on goal is that Zach Schwennerson rolling it through for a behind. And the margin is 4. So 1-2-8 North Geelong, Queenscliff. A 1-6-12.
They can't kick goals up the other end of the ground either side at the minute.
It's proving to be difficult.
Just keep your eye on the good players, Brian, too, because we will be picking the medal winner from here in the box.
That's correct, Robbie. Thank you.
Caddy a long ball out towards left half back. Whitley attacked the footy hard, so did Blundy Jones. North Geelong with numbers there, though. They'll just lock it up and see it out, and we'll get a boundary throw in at right half forward for the Magpies. They trail by 4. North Geelong 1-2-8. Queenscliff 1-6-12. 7.5 minutes gone, second quarter. Tom King, Brian Coughlin and Richard Grubby Cations bring you the action. Tapped down by Whitley. Blundy Jones head over the footy, but hands and knees. Govers trying to get a handball up. Queenscliff will come up with it, though. Clearing kick, though, is partially smothered. Broken Shy. Got the handball from O'Toole. Gets it inside forward 50. Bouncing ball. Attacked by Rush. Quick snap out of the pack. Came there from Caleb Kenyon. But the kick is off hands and out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
By the way, my name's usually preceded by former runner-up in the Personality of the Year, Tom.
I never announced the runner-up in the Personality.
I gave it to myself. I had Jeff Miles beat easy.
Who won it? You were notional runner-up.
Some little Italian bloke from North Shore or St Joseph's.
Bruno,
that's him. Good bloke.
Bruno Nikolic.
That's correct.
Wonderful man, Bruno Nikolic. Long ball coming out from Jack Lang for Queenscliff. Picked up by Schwennerson. That's Tom. Sends it back inside forward 50 for North Geelong, wanting a marking option. Back with the fly. No mark taken. It was Jordan Hargraves. Found it on the ground. Quick snap, but has missed to the right through for a behind. And as Grubby pointed out, that end of the ground not proving very fruitful in terms of goals for either side.
I think it's the trees.
There have been 9 behinds kicked to that end of the ground. Well, 2 goals kicked at the southern end. Well, getting under the footy there, Patrick Rush attempt on it didn't look good. Ball out the back. Widdowson, handball up. It spills now. Here's Schwennerson. Quick snap. Not a bad effort. Gee, I tell you what.
Something else has happened.
No, it's going to come back because there wasn't much reaction behind the goals, and it's going to be a free kick coming back, and it might be going to Queenscliff. Is it going to Lupino? It is. So Spencer Lupino
Spencer Lupino.
There's the footy. So sends it towards the outer side. Looking for a mark. Blundy Jones flies, couldn't take it. Quick clearing kick comes out of the pack for North Geelong. Head over the footy is Widdowson. Or Brokenshire rather. Gives it up by hand. O'Toole snaps a kick towards half forward. It eludes Caleb Kenyon. And it rolls out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. So both teams defensively holding up very well, Brian Coughlin.
Yes, they are, and they're double teaming here to stop young Ray Bundy Butler. The two Swenson brothers have been switching between each other onto him.
So match-up picked up there by Brian Coughlin. Ball back into play. Doing the ruck work for Queenscliff, Fraser Richards. Just giving a chop out for Whitley, who's also in that contest. Head over the footy. Might have been taken high. There's going to be a free kick, and it's going to go to Schwenison, I think. And he'll have a shot on goal. Or is it? It is Zach Schwenison. So a chance to take back the lead for the Magpies. Schwenison wastes no time, but he's missed to the right, through for a behind. And the margin is now 2. So North Geelong now inaccurate. 1-4-10 they are. Queenscliff 1-6-12.
They must kick straight because I've just got this funny feeling with the little breeze that they will have in the third quarter, the way they monopolised the game in the first quarter, they could break away. So the North Geelong need a couple of quick goals now.
11 minutes gone in this second quarter. Want a coffee scoreboard. Ball brought back into play. Looking for a marking option. It'll get out the back as Caddy's long kick is now taken by Schwenison. Just missed that goal, did Zach. Rolls the ball towards half forward. Here's Kenyon. Pushed off the kick, and it'll roll towards the boundary line and out of play. And a lot of that action with that prevailing southwesterly breeze, Grubby, being played in that right forward pocket at the school end.
Pushes it in there too. And I know you said before that Warren was a famous name at Queenscliff. Tell you what, Widdowson's a pretty handy name at North Geelong too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Apart from the Swenisons, of course.
Schwenison's running around out there. Boundary throw in. Just grabbing it out of the ruck and giving a quick handball off with Pat Davis. There's no room to move down there. Queenscliff have rolled numbers back. Brokenshire now for North Geelong attacking it. He might have been pulled off the footy without it. And there's going to be a free kick. The non-controlling umpire has seen what we saw.
He run 50 metres to do it, but good decision.
Yeah. Well, if we caught it here on the through the binoculars. So Brokenshire. Man on the mark. Stands around 40 from goal, tight in the right forward pocket. Oh. He's actually kicked into the man on the mark, Richards. That was well done, or rather Whitley. And he will get a stoppage. That was well done down there. It might even be Whitley. It might be Liam Warren playing just his 10th game of the year. He's actually played the least amount of games of any of these young Cooters this year. Ball out of bounds from that ball up, and we'll get another boundary throw in. So not a free-flowing game of footy, low scoring. High pressure, and of course plenty at stake with the AFL Barwon Colts Division 3 Premiership on the line. 12 3/4 minutes gone. Second quarter, Want a coffee scoreboard. 2-point lead for Queenscliff. Attacking it hard out of the pack is Kidd for Queenscliff. Tries to arch the back, gets a handball back to Butler. Butler sending a long ball now towards half forward, back with the flight. Went through the hands there of Gavranovic. But he's cleaned up, helped out by his teammate in Schwenison, who's had a miss hit with the handball. Davis did well to pick it up off the deck. Tried to step through a couple, and then we'll send Travis Green rather did well. But his kick is going to land on the chest of Butler, who's been pretty impressive so far, the league medalist. Butler sends a kick towards the wing, but he put it on the chest of his opposite number in Brokenshire.
Bad handball there, they were.
Yeah, the handball though missing the target. It's taken by Caddy for Queenscliff, and he's wrapped up. We'll get a ball up.
Tommy, we said before the Swenisons and a couple of these kids have played senior footy. Do you know Queenscliff well enough to know if they've got any kids there that played senior footy this year?
I actually don't think many of them did. A lot of them have played around that 18 to 20 game mark this year, so it would probably make it a little bit hard. Blundy Jones has taken the mark at half-back for Queenscliff. A high ball, looking for a marking option. It's fisted away and out the back. Queenscliff will get a chance here because that was a beautiful palm on by Whitley into the path of Kidd. One bounce, two bounce, steadies from 25. Can he kick the goal? He can!
What a
wonderful
beautiful
finish
goal
by Tom Kidd. That is your goal of the day. And it was all set up by the beautiful work of Caleb Whitley, palming it into the path of Kidd. It was just good, smart play And the Cougars steal a little bit of a march. They lead by 8 points in a low-scoring game. They're 2-6-18. North Geelong 1-4-10.
You see a lot of the time in junior footy and young fellas, they want to get hold of the ball, they want to mark it, they want to grab it. But some of them just show that little bit of the head on their shoulders is very, very good. He realised what would happen with the tap. Actually, the full forward let out, which he probably should have went back. He might have got a Joe the Goose, but a brilliant goal, brilliant football. And we've seen a couple of goals kicked down that end now that have been absolutely magnificent goals.
Back in the middle, and the tap down is won by big Phil Bertucci. Kick comes forward, and it looks like that's a goal kick. A kid putting it inside or towards forward 50. Attacking it hard was Green for North Geelong. Found it on the ground. And then sent a kick wide. He went out there looking for Schwenderson, but getting in the way and bringing it to ground was Ryan Wilson. North Geelong just trying to lock things up. It'll come out now. Here's Zach Schwenderson just shrugging the shoulders and sending a long ball inside forward 50. Will get out the back. Bouncing ball is attacked hard by the defensive QueensCliff by Michael Barry with a double fister. Seeing it towards the boundary line, Sam Ridgway will be happy to see it out. As it gets towards the line, it'll get out of play and we'll get a boundary throw in as we've gone 15 minutes second quarter. So QueensCliff, well, it just seems to be at the moment that if you're kicking to the southern end, you're not seeing a lot of it inside your forward 50, but Ryan, you're making the most of your opportunities.
Yeah, well, I think they've had about 13 mils of rain at the ground here last night, and it's very wet down that school end around the centre half forward area, so that may be a contributing factor down there, I believe.
Yeah, track walker today was Brian Coughlin.
Yes, correct.
So you're
Tom.
saying it's wet one end and not wet the other?
That's what I'm saying, because the rain came last night.
Kick inside forward 50. Blundy Jones front position for QueensCliff. Had it knocked away by O'Toole. That was Brandon. Brought it to ground, trying to get it forward is North Geelong. Rolling ball, top of the square.
Give it!
Attacking hard. Nice little handball off. It sets it up for Tate to kick the goal.
Hooray.
North Geelong draw up back to within 2 points. Ethan Tate getting a nice little handball that came out there from Jordan Hargraves. And that's their second. North Geelong 2-4-16. QueensCliff 2-6-18. And just a little bit of open play just freed things up for North Geelong.
Well, when they get the open play at either end, they can kick the goals. It's only when they have in the set shots, probably from the other side, it's very hard to kick. But, excuse me, I yelled out, give it, because there was 2 or 3 options. And I thought he'd missed them, but he very cool-headed. He waited for probably the best option, and it resulted in another lovely goal.
Yeah, clear path for Ethan Tate. Whitley, the ruck work in the middle. Govis maybe winning that tap down. Trying to do the roving is Saunders for QueensCliff. Ball in just a little mud area there where the centre wicket area is here at St Albans. Of course, turf wicket they play on here at the Gordon Tafe Oval.
Yeah, but it's not wet there.
There's a little bit of mud as attacking it hard was Connor Lynham. There's going to be a free kick for a hold.
Didn't have the footy, so he said.
Is advantage going to be paid? It is. Kidd. No, it's going to come back. As he went forward looking down there for Fraser Richards. Tom Kidd. But it's going to come back to Connor Lynham wearing the number 70 this year. Kicks towards the wing, looking for Whitley to fly. Knocked away by Govis. Ball nearly rode by Govis. It was a good effort, but just trying to haul it in was Ned Stevens. Out the back, Schwenderson a handball off. Kenyon a short little kick, barely went 15, but was mark paid. The goal kicker Tate tried to get it back to Schwenderson, and it just had a little bit too much on it, the handball, and out of bounds for a boundary throw in as things look promising for North Geelong as they built up. So just outside 50, left half forward, boundary throw in. QueensCliff by 2 points as we approach half time. Tapped down by Whitley, roving out the back, done there by Livermore. And QueensCliff going to come up with it. Quick kick forward from Rush. Ball hits the deck. Battling hard for the footy. Head over it is Stevens. And then a quick kick forward for the Cougars. Left behind by Wilson. Attacking it hard was Johnny Bertucci.
Strength.
Bertucci, a lovely ball.
And a beautiful kick.
So Bertucci got the glasses on, and his vision was good there as he put it onto the chest of Jacob Backer, who can go back and have a shot and restore that 8-point advantage.
Well, he added to that strength with a little bit of class, and that's what you like to see in junior football. A bit of strong play, but topped off with just a beautiful kick.
Hadn't called John Bertucci's name yet, but made the most of his first opportunity. Let's see if Backer can finish his good work from 45. Backer on the halftime siren. Will it have the carry?
No.
Well, it might actually bounce through for a behind. It actually has. And that point will count. And that might prove crucial in the final wash-up. Players sort of just gave up the
They
kick.
just let it go.
But in the end, it's going to be a behind.
Always go up and punch it out.
And
Always.
Queenscliff will take a 3-point advantage into the main break. They lead 2-7-19. North Geelong 2-4-16. Half time of the AFL Bar on